Good morning, everybody. My name is Nate Morris, and I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today, we make our annual trip to Florida for the INEX Winter Nationals. I'm excited this year as we're going to a brand new track for me. It is the Auburndale Speedway. I've never been here before, but I'm very excited to get out and make some laps and try to learn this track. Unfortunately, we're starting a little bit behind the 8-ball as last week they had the Winter Showdown Series, which, among other things, included 4 days of legend car racing. So, a number of teams that are going to be competing in the Winter Nationals came down a week early and got a lot of practice and a handful of races before the week officially starts. We showed up to the racetrack on Sunday for the practice day, and unfortunately, we spent most of the day having to break in tires, so I didn't get much of a chance to learn the track, improve my times, or adjust on the car at all, so we're kind of flying into Monday a little bit blind. In qualifying, I qualified 25th with a time of 15:197, and the pole was a 14:91. So I definitely have some time to gain, but I think as I get some more laps under my belt and start to actually figure out the track, I think I've got a really good shot at it. Unfortunately, qualifying 25th means that I will start 5th in the B main, so I had a little bit of work to do to get into the feature. On lap 1, I overshot turn 1 a little bit, just not knowing how this track races. The leaders slowed down a little bit more than I thought they would, and I got into the back of the car in front of me. It buried the nose of my car in the track, picked up the rear end, and nearly sent me spinning. I was able to save it, drive through the grass, and get back on the racetrack, losing a number of positions. I tried to fight my way back up through the field over the next 6 laps, but unfortunately, when I went to move a car, my bumper was folded at a 45-degree angle, so when I hit him, it lifted up the back of my car again and spun me out. I went to get a bumper, but unfortunately, I exited the track the incorrect way, so I was disqualified from day 1. On day 2, we were a little bit better, even though I qualified 1 spot worse. I was 26th overall, and I was starting 6th in the B main. This put me on the outside line, but unfortunately, we didn't even make it to the green flag. As coming to the start zone, something happened to the car on my inside, and he shot up the racetrack, and I jumped over his right front tire, which knocked the toe out on the front end of my car and made it essentially undrivable. So I brought it back to pit road, entering the correct way this time, but I wasn't thinking straight and went to re-enter the track the way we had been entering the track the past 3 days, which was the incorrect way for the pit stop sequence. I was supposed to turn around, come back on the backstretch, instead of going all the way to turn 4, and that resulted in a second disqualification for the week. So, not off to a great start. Luckily for us, the event has practice that starts 30 minutes after the final feature of the night, so we got about an hour and a half to 2 hours of practice each night to work on myself and work on the car to try to find some speed. We practiced Monday night just trying to get a handle for the racetrack. We then practiced again Tuesday night, and I found a lot of speed. I got down into the 15.0s, so I picked up over a tenth of a second, which is huge at an event like this. And in practice Wednesday morning, it paid off. I ran a 15.08, which put me 17th on the leaderboard. So a massive improvement over 25th, 26th the previous 2 days. But I missed it just a little bit in qualifying and qualified with a 15.16, which put me 22nd in the field and 2nd in the B main. So with the top 4 cars transferring in the feature, I'm in a really good spot. I just need to not make any mistakes, run the car as hard as I can, try to learn some things in this B main that can hopefully make me faster in the feature, and just see how we do. My goal is to obviously transfer through to the feature and see if I can run some decent times in the B main here, but we'll just have to see how that goes. So, thank y'all for clicking on today's video. I hope y'all enjoy it, and let's get into it.
Time Plus, it's Nashville, Tennessee. How can you go wrong? B feature will take the top 4 and move them into the A main for the semi-pro division. Green flag flies, we're underway.
Bradley Weber leads the field down into turn 1, gets a little shot in the shorts there from Nick Bulkley.
And we're yellow.
All right.
In this B feature, Nick Bulkley, you got Dawson Drimmy, Allison Johnson, the Bradshaws. There's a really good field of cars here, and only 4 are going to move forward. Green flag flies, we're underway. The driver from Josh Williams Racing puts it down into turn number 1.
And Nick Bulkley taking advantage of that starting position with the 48 being moved back to the second row. Bradley Weber 3 wide back here
That's Chevy Romney in the middle. Bradshaw to the bottom. Allison Johnson to the outside. They get it back to 2 wide as Michael Bradshaw in the 99 car will fall back one. Allison Johnson, former Bandolero Outlaw National Champion, trying to get back up a little closer. And Dawson Drimmy on the bubble. We got one around. It's Elliott Weiler around in turn number 4. Green flag is still out on the racetrack, and he cannot get it going. Yellow flag will fly. The B feature, we'll see what they can do here from position number 2. Once again, the top 4 will move into the 24 car semi-pro A main later on this afternoon. Green lights are on. We're back underway.
Bulkley getting a good start on the inside of row 1. You see Nate Morris outside in the 25 car, and here comes Bradley Weber trying to get back to the front after being moved back from that penalty of jumping the start.
11, you can 11 and 20. 20 you can go with him for failure to keep car control.
And for the day, as the 27 of Nick Bulkley will lead this field to green. Orange 27 control car in the box. Green flag flies, and we're back underway.
Pretty good start on the outside this time for Nate Morris. That's the best the top has rolled thus far in this race. Sideways is the 48 of Bradley Weber. Get the side-by-side battle for third and side-by-side for the transfer spot there. The 66 for Dawson Drimmy and Chevy Romney in the 11.
Ooh, we got one either blown up or hit the wall in front of us here. We stay green flag racing. I think that's Fayen in the 80. We stay green flag racing, and
a lot of right side damage to that car. It's definitely been in the wall, Tim.
That's a tough break for Peyton in the 80 car as the field works by in turn number 2 and down the back straight. Bulkley has a big lead on the 25 and Nate Morris. The 48 of Bradley Weber in third. Your transfer car, final transfer car, is that white 66 on your screen of Dawson Drimmy from Ontario. Drimmy has had a terrible week so far, looking to reverse the luck a little bit. Chevy Romney in the 11NY, one of our drivers based out of New York from Riverhead in 5th, one spot out of a transfer. These drivers are fighting hard, but Austin, they need a couple more spots.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there. Nolan Mesa in the 18, going to make the pass on Michael Bradshaw in the 99. Speaking of making a pass, here comes Dawson Drimmy once more, now to the inside of pole sitter Bradley Weber. Weber shuts the door in the 1.
Drimmy wants some insurance, wants to get that one more spot and get a little bit closer towards the A main, because Romney and Caden Bradshaw are closing the gap in behind. 8 complete, 4 laps to go.
You know, you have to be careful in these situations because we've seen several times a driver who's already in a transfer spot try to get a little more, get a little greedy, and end up costing themselves as Weber slips up, and it opens the door for Drimmy to take the second spot. Here comes Chevy Romney.
Romney to the bottom side in the 11NY, looking for position number 4 in that yellow and black entry. Will take the spot. Now Weber tucks in behind. Can Weber get back and make something happen in the late laps of this one? We've got 2 laps to go for Nick Bulkley.
And the battle for the transfer spot heating up. Weber trying to get back to the back bumper of Romney. Romney pinches him off on corner exit. Does Weber force the issue? He can't get there, but Romney slips up in the middle of the corner. Weber back to the inside as the white flag flies.
Don't give them the bottom. Weber's going to have an opportunity to work the bottom. Romney is going to have to roll the top here. Top 3 are clear, led by Bulkley. This is the final transfer spot. Romney gets back to the bottom side. Can he get there? No, sir. Weber's going to pick up position number 4. So a heartbreak for Chevy Romney and the rest of the field in behind. Oh, and we're coming to the checkered flag this time.
Oh.
As the checkered flag flies.
All right, sweet. We transferred through the B main. We're into the feature. This is so far the best day we've had this week. And I'm excited for the feature, but I'm almost more excited for the practice tonight. So I'm going to try to keep the car clean in the race, not destroy it, so we can practice tonight, try to pick up some more speed, because my goal is to not just exist in these features. It's to be able to qualify in a solid position, not right on the bubble, and actually be able to race, compete for a top 10 spot by the end of the week. I'm not going to try to push it too hard. I'm just going to, pick up some positions as people wreck, and with like 10 laps to go, I'll try to see if I can pick off some positions. But we're just going to have to see how the feature goes. Hopefully it goes well, and I can pick up some spots and get a good finish in the feature, and then go into practice tonight and try to pick up even more speed to get better for the rest of the week. So let's see how it goes.
The 0 of Jared Hawley will lead this field to green, looking for his second win of the week at Auburndale. Green flag flies. The semi-pros are thundering down the front straightaway to turn number 1.
Jared Hawley showing the way. Jesse Martinez trying to get into that second spot, but Neil Doolin, nope, now Martinez closes the door into second.
Jackson Reynolds falls backward 2 and 3 wide in the middle of the pack. They are pushing and shoving, and somehow we made it through turn number 4. These drivers are tucked up tight, waiting for something to happen, and there it is. Around goes the 09 of Van Houten.
Yeah, that's your points leader caught up in that one.
Dawson Drimmy went off-roading in the infield. The 46 of Cole Denton in the third.
Through the restart zone. No reason to be pushing anybody.
Tucked up tight through 3 and 4. Control car is the 0 of Jared Hawley. Green flag flies. We are back underway. Keep your eye on the 79 of Neil Doolin. Going to try to make a move as he has the 5X of Jesse Martinez, and Martinez is able to clear the 79.
Martinez gets back in line behind Hawley. They're stacking up 2 by 2 behind the 79 of Neil Doolin. There you see the black and light blue car of Preston Risley in the 35 going for 4th.
And Caden Tufts begins to move. And we have a yellow at the back. That's Bulkley in the 23 will rejoin at the back of the field. Your control car is the black and purple number 0 of Jared Hawley. They come to the box. Green flag flies, and we're back underway.
And Risley trying to get down to the inside in front of Chase Burgesson. He's able to do so. You see Caden Tufts now trying to roll the outside in the 00.
Neil Doolin sees the 5X of Jesse Martinez coming to line just ahead of him behind Preston Risley, one of his teammates from 860 Motorsports, in the top 5, but he's in deep with Caden Tufts working the outside line.
Yeah, Tufts trying to get around Risley. A little bit of contact there. Tufts into the back of Risley. Burgesson with a handful of wheel. They're stacking up here now. Ayrton Brockhouse thinking about making it 3 wide. He doesn't.
Now, we know race car drivers do not forget the 35 of Preston Risley and the 00 Caden Tufts had a set 2 here on Friday night, last Friday. So keep your eye on that one as we got a battle for the lead. 2 Florida drivers going at it. How about Jesse Martinez to the bottom of Jared Hawley?
2 drivers have a lot of experience racing against one another here in the Legends Division. Jesse Martinez, driver from West Palm Beach, looking for the lead. And he might have it by a nose there at the line.
Side by side, and Neil Doolin wants a piece of this as Doolin trying to get by. Yellow is out.
Oh, big wreck there. Is that your points leader, Van Houten? No, I think it's a team car.
That is Brockhouse in the...
We're only 6 laps complete, and we're at 15 minutes now. So getting ready for the restart. Hawley on the bottom, Martinez up top, and we are back underway.
The green flag flies, and Jared Hawley gets that jump on the 5 of Jesse Martinez. The 79 of Doolin slid a little bit there in a 1 and 2. Will fall back to 3rd and watch that side-by-side battle ahead of him.
Now can Martinez get back down in front of Doolin?
Trent Dillon around in front of the field.
That could have been way worse than it was.
And the control car continues to be the black and purple number 0 of Jared Hawley. Into the box, green flag flies.
Pretty good start by Martinez. He looks to the outside, can't make it happen. Gets back down in line. Look at the run he gets off of turn 2, though. Jesse Martinez to the inside. The single file restart might have helped him out, Tim. He didn't have to start up alongside Hawley.
Jesse Martinez to the bottom side in the white number 5. Jared Hawley led that lap, but now he's stuck to the outside line. If anybody's going to hold the outside line here at Auburndale, it's going to be the driver of the 0, but Jesse Martinez digging deep at turn number 4.
And now Caden Tufts has entered the picture in 4th. He's right behind Neil Doolin. Still side by side for the lead, and the door opens for Tufts.
Caden Tufts looking to the bottom side, can't get there on Doolin. Doolin right in behind the 5X. How about the run by Jared Hawley at turn number 4? Hawley back to the lead.
We talked about it's hard to use that outside line here at Auburndale, but Jared Hawley makes it happen. That PJ1, that sticky spray there provides a little extra grip in that upper groove.
And then the battle for 3rd. Neil Doolin stuck on the outside. Caden Tufts to the bottom. The black 00 looking for position number 3. In front of them, the 5 of Jesse Martinez gets that run into 2 to the back bumper of Jared Hawley.
Hawley gonna look the battle for 3rd. Now back to the lead. Hawley holding on to the lead there over Martinez. Still side by side for 3rd as Caden Tufts tries to throw his name in the hat.
Impressive racing up front from our semi-pro drivers this time by. Cross flags from Bubbles Bronson. We're halfway home. 13 down and 12 to go. Jared Hawley leads. Jesse Martinez in second, and it's wheel to wheel for third.
And this is what we're wanting to see, Tim. The drivers finally getting in a rhythm, and they are providing us with a great race here.
Yellow, 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 yellow back stretch. Yellow,
And
yellow,
I jinxed
yellow,
it.
yellow back stretch. He's in the middle, guys. He's in the middle. Watch the four-wheeler coming out right behind him.
So that's a 25, and Nate Morris around in turn or on the back straightaway.
We'll file. We will fix you, guys.
Well, that wasn't exactly the way I was hoping to end the feature, but thankfully it wasn't anything major. Turns out what happened was off of turn 4, a trailing arm bolt broke in half and made the rear end housing come loose from its mounts. So going into turn 1 and coming off of turn 2, it was just moving freely. So whenever I hit the gas, it was deciding to go wherever it wanted and made the car impossible to drive straight. Coming off of turn 2, it was probably a slight miracle that I didn't put it in the fence. And I was able to spin it out and keep it off the wall and keep the car in one piece. So that'll put us in the garage for the final few laps of the race. But overall, today was a very productive day. Running that 15:08 in practice, I was very happy with. It showed that the speed that I gained in last night's practice did carry over to today. I've just got to get a little bit faster and be able to replicate that speed in qualifying. But like I say, I'm very happy with how today went, aside from the DNF in the feature. But I think we can come back the next 2 days and be even stronger. So, thank y'all for watching today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.